Hello, and welcome to Grow Stuff Gardening. I'm Kevin, and this is my small backyard garden. We grow a lot of things in the small backyard. Have you ever thought about having a garden, starting one, improving the one you already have, and just want to learn more about how to do it in a small backyard garden? Hope you'll subscribe to the channel and give me a like on the video. Today, we're actually going to be talking about how to amend the soil in your raised beds after you get done with one crop and go to another. So let's dig in. Well, with anything new, it looks like I forgot to get the microphone working correctly during this part. So we'll have to do this as a voiceover. Here you'll see that I'm taking out the tomato plant. And what I do is I don't pull them out by the root. I just cut them off at ground level. And then I threw all the tomato plant pieces off to the side. And later on, I went back and mulched them up with my mower and put all the mulching around a pear tree that I have. So I think I used a little bit of it maybe in the bed as well, but I had enough grass clippings to use as mulch in the bed that it didn't really matter. But save all your plant material so that you can reuse it. Here you'll see I found a couple of peppers that had been hiding under the tomato plant. I guess I hadn't seen them and they had gotten pretty big. All right, so now that we have the tomato plant out of the bed, you'll see that this is what it looks like whenever I get it to this point. I'll pull back all the mulch here in just a minute, and we'll start amending the bed to plant some radish in here. And I'll just pull all this mulch, that grass mulch, back and save it to use it after I get the bed amended. You can see here I found a whole ton of worms right up under the mulch, and they just sit there and they'll eat that grass mulch like nothing. So I constantly am having to put more grass mulch on top of it because it decays really fast, and the worms really seem to love it. So that's just a small sample of the amount of worms that was in there that day. I just kept finding them. They were everywhere. But that old tomato plant, I just left the roots and all in there, and that thing will decay, and those worms will love that as well. So here you can see, this soil in this raised bed is pretty rich, but what it was lacking right now is a bunch of organic material. So with that many worms and microbial life in the soil, they go through and eat all that organic material pretty fast. So that's why every time I pull something out of the bed, I'll go back through and amend the soil again. It just helps keep the soil life active. So here's what I use. You can see I got some black cow compost. You can use, if you got your own compost, that's even better. I got a little peat moss, some vermiculite, and then behind there I got a couple other things. I like using Trifecta Plus as a fertilizer. And then even though Trifecta Plus has blood meal and bone meal in it, I still like putting a little extra blood meal and bone meal in whenever I amend the soil. A lot of times I'll just, if I'm going from starts, I'll just dump it in the hole whenever I dig the hole for the start, to put the starts in there. But in this case, we're just going to layer it all in, kind of work it into the top layer of the soil, and then we'll go ahead and plant some radish seeds. So I'll go ahead and speed this up and let you see what this looks like. So I'm usually pulling plants out and re-amending the soil 2 to 3 times a year in each one of these beds, because I'm growing at least 2 crops a year in each bed, or at least I have been since I got the beds, and that's usually what I plan on doing. We'll grow stuff all year round. So every time I pull something out, I'll do this, and you can see just how much the soil had, the level in the raised bed had dropped. And that's to be expected. Just all the nutrients that get taken up by the plants, and what the organic material, as it decomposes more and the microbes, take over and eat it, that is just to be expected. So once you get all your amendments, whatever you decide to use, put in, then you just kind of make sure that you mix it up to the top layer of the soil real well, and then you're ready to plant. Here's a little trick that I like to do with the black cow is I'll just run it through the screener here, and then once I got a little bit run through the screener, then I'll put my seeds on the, in the raised bed, and then I'll take my screened material and use that over the top of the seeds. Just because it's finer that way, and that black cow has, a lot of sticks and big clay particles and stuff like that would, if that's sitting on top of your seed, it's going to kind of prevent it from coming up. So you kind of want a fine, medium on top of it, so that all the seeds and stuff can germinate and come up. So I just run this over a 5-gallon bucket, and there you go. You can see how fine it actually is now, and it works pretty good when you just put your seeds in and then put that on top of your seeds. All right, that's going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time on Grow Stuff Gardening.